Yeah, you can hear me. Olá, Portugal. E como tá indo, right? Or as we say in Poland, dzień dobry, jak się masz? Yeah, so I'm very happy to present about our company Xopero here today as part of the ESET Technology Alliance partnership. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So we have 20 minutes. So I'm going to give you a rough overview about like our product suite and how actually we had like great speakers today already. So and even if a company or you with your customers imply and use all the tools ESET provides to you, it is never 100% guarantee, unfortunately, that an incident might happen. And if it's not an incident, there might be a disaster. So let's just jump right into it. Okay. So I want to ask you actually a question to start with. Can anybody tell me about the US Cloud Act and what it actually means? Any ideas? Okay, so I'm going to tell you the US Cloud Act, or the Clarifying Lawful Overseas Use of Data Act, amends the Stored Communications Act of 1986 to allow federal law enforcement to compel US-based technology companies via warrant or subpoena to provide requested data stored on servers, and now the important part, regardless of whether their data are stored in the US or on any foreign soil. So might be European soil, right? So why is that important? So actually, at the moment, a staggering 92% of European cloud service infrastructure is controlled by US companies. What does it mean? In the end, it means that basically this is a complication with the GDPR rules within the European Union. So choosing alternative to US-based providers ensures compliance with GDPR and strengthens Europe's digital infrastructure and sovereignty. At the same time, it is interesting because there is a momentum building behind European sovereign cloud. According to an IDC research, 84% of European organizations which are currently using cloud technologies are either currently using European alternatives or planning to use those sovereign cloud solutions. So, looking at Xopero, we're a 100% European provider of most innovative and advanced backup and disaster recovery solutions. We're based and operating out of Poland, and we're protecting already more than 1 million devices and organizations and have more than 100,000 customers in more than 60 countries worldwide. We're operating in this field of cybersecurity since more than 16 years. So we have a security-first approach. What does it mean? We're not helping only you and your customers to meet stringent data protection requirements, but we also meet them ourselves. We're SOC Type 1 and Type 2 certified. We are GDPR compliant and ISO 27001 compliant. Let's look now at some of our renowned global key customers in different verticals. So as you can see, for example, from the retail vertical, we have customers like Subway and Vistaprint, which most probably you will know. From the telco sector, Telecom and Orange. And from the processing and energy producing sector, EDF from France and Lotus from Poland. Also, we can call some of the Fortune 500 companies worldwide already our customers, like from the medical industry, Quest Diagnostics. But not only private companies, also some major public institutions already trust our solutions, like the Medical University of Warsaw, the Wharton University of Pennsylvania, the Driver and Vehicle Standard Agency from the UK, and the state of California. So now looking at our product family within Xopero, we basically base our solution round about our core product, our backbone, which is the Xopero One solution. Then the Xopero One solution, which caters to basically the classical server, virtual endpoint, and M365 environments, can be combined with our Xopero Unified Protection. Xopero Unified Protection is a purpose-built hardware appliance which is a hermetic system and goes along with our Xopero One solution. But not only that, our Xopero One solution can also be used in an MSP model. So if you're a managed service provider, you can use our Xopero One as multi-tenancy option with the monitoring, management, and reporting functionalities. But we do not stop here. Why do we call it full stack resilience? Because we think backup and replication is more than those, how I like to call them, classical workloads and services. We expanded our product family to Git Protect IO. So what is Git Protect IO? Git Protect IO is an automated backup and disaster recovery for DevOps and platform engineering environments. We will name them on the next slide. But as you can see, what is important for us, we call it, we protect your whole infrastructure in one safe place within one management console. So now, let's look at our ecosystem. So basically, as I said, starting from Xopero 1, we protect endpoints from Linux over Apple to Microsoft. We also protect various kind of servers and NAS, as well as common databases. When it comes to virtual machines, we natively protect VMware and Hyper-V, but also any other type of virtual environment can be protected via an agent-based solution. And currently, which might be very interesting also for you, as we all know, like Broadcom is maybe not the biggest fan in the industry at the moment, or no, they don't have a lot of fans in the industry anymore, that way around. We're also in development of integrating native protection for Proxmox, for example. When it comes to our SaaS solution protection, we mainly protect M365, and here the surfaces of Exchange, OneDrive, Teams, and SharePoint. Now, speaking of Git Protect again, and our protection for DevOps and platform engineering environments, we mainly protect natively GitHub, GitLab, Azure DevOps, and the Atlassian tool stack, speaking of Jira, Confluence, and Bitbucket for sure. When it comes to our deployment models, there are no limitations. We are very proud that actually we are a very flexible solution, and we think it is necessary in the current market to cater to different needs because there is not one solution for one customer. So you can deploy our model as a SaaS solution within our environment. You can deploy it on your environment, on your customer's environment, or together with our Xopero Unified Protection on the protection appliance itself. Independent on the deployment model, it is always the same central management console. But we do not stop here. Together with the whole system, we have a multi-storage compatibility. So as you can see, any type of different S3 compatible cloud storage is possible as a repository. We recommend our own cloud, the Xopero cloud, to guarantee the fastest backup and recovery times. But also different types of NAS storages, ranging from Synology, QNAP, and others, and also any different type of file storage, local, SMB, and so on. Now, let's look a little bit like the highlight key points of each of our solutions. So the Xopero one, as said before, it's a unified console for the whole IT and OT infrastructure. We have a concept for storage optimization which differs from most of our competitors because we use global deduplication and compression on the source. Once again, I'm not saying that this is even the best solution for everyone, but for some, we are very sure it's the best solution. So it's always depending on the needs of your customers. Together with that, we also guarantee high protection standards with our air-gap backups, AES encryption, single write repositories, and also multi-factor authentication. With our multiple deployment and replication possibilities, it is also naturally very easy to fulfill common golden standards in the backup and replication industry, 321, 32110 rules, and 432. With our different retention and versioning compatibilities, we ensure that unaffected data can be accessed and restored at any time. Together, once again, with our multiple data recovery scenarios and storage compatibility, we enhance your customers' data protection. Looking at the benefits of the backup appliance as mentioned before. So we have a hermetic system here, which works perfectly in line. It is purpose-built together with our Xopero One software solution. It protects against all types of malware. Our appliance has an automatic recovery mechanism in the event of a failure, together with our instant restore functionality, which means in a case of a disaster recovery, the machine can directly run from our appliance. But not only that, it is an easy, scalable solution. We will look into the technical specifications a little bit on the next slide. But let me tell you here already, it is very scalable. It can be added into your customer's infrastructure depending on their needs of storage volume. And not only that, our licensing model, if you and your customers decide for a Xopero unified protection, it goes along together with an unlimited amount of lifetime licenses, which is, I have to say, very attractive for some customers, especially in the public field, as public customers tend to have some tedious buying processes, approval processes, and they are not the biggest fan of subscription models. Let's be honest. All right. So, looking into the technical specifications of our backup appliance, it is available in the form factor 1 or 2U. The installed RAM ranges from 16 to 256 gigabyte. We provide a next business day warranty on premise from 1 to 5 years. It goes along with work adapters from 1 gigabit to 10 gigabit. And most importantly, the backup storage is available from 14 terabyte for rather smaller environments up to enterprise-grade environments ranging 2.2 petabyte. Naturally, it goes for security reasons together with a redundant power supply. And yes, you can also add different separate disks in the NVMe standard. Now, speaking of Git Protect, I actually want to ask you another question. Who of you might be willing to tell me what the shared responsibility model means? Just in one sentence, maybe 1-2 sentences. Anybody? I'm sure you all know. This is like gold standard when it comes to protecting M365 by now, right? Okay. So shared responsibility model, I think 5-6 years ago, everybody was like, well, let's speak about M365 as of now. It's in the cloud. It's with Microsoft, right? I don't need to do anything. It's safe there, right? Well, yes. Or as we say in Germany, I'm actually from Germany, we have this saying Jein. I yesterday learned actually in Portugal, you also have this, which is a 50-50 combination between Ja and Nein. And it's like Jein. I forgot how it is in what? Ni? Okay, thank you. All right, Ni. So looking at this, first things first. The shared responsibility model basically is the limitation of a service provider's liability when you use the services of a cloud service provider. So what does it mean? Well, a service provider is responsible for hosting, for the system itself, for the running of the application within their environment, right? So they need to guarantee, at least that's what they basically do, guarantee access to you to the service. But what is about your actual responsibilities as a customer of this service provider? So you're responsible for how your user behaves within this environment. It can be malicious data deletion, can be accidental data deletion. We all know cases of, I don't know, actually it happened to me some years ago, some email deletion, and yeah, it was a thing. But not only that, also you're responsible for basically the policy and compliance regional regulation that you must adhere to. Altogether, what does it mean? In a shared responsibility model, you as a user, as a customer of the service, you're responsible for the data protection. So this also applies to services such as I mentioned before, GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, Jira, Confluence, or Azure DevOps. And your data in there. And what is this data? It's mainly business critical data, right? Because it is important for your customers to have their code secure and available at any time during their business operations. So where do we stand currently with Git Protect as part of the Xopero product family? We already helped thousands of organizations achieve compliance and cyber resiliency against attacks, disruptions, or as mentioned before, human errors. But what is our actual destination? Our mission is to protect, as I mentioned, the world's most business critical and DevOps data. And our progression at the moment, we are very confident. We are having customers, as I mentioned, from all over the world, from small companies to big Fortune 500 companies, which already rely and trust in our solution. So we're trusted by customers, we're listed in a Gartner report, and we have an award-winning platform. Not only that, we're also recognized as an Atlassian Marketplace partner, a GitHub Marketplace partner, and a GitLab Technology partner. So you might think, well, this is a new thing. Is it possible to sell? Do I have the customers for that? Look at this. I think you might have, right? And what is it important for you for, like, in a channel model? We're always looking for the new big thing, right? For the new revenue which we can generate together. So if you call some of your customers and you have, like, if you among of your customers have some key personas and decision makers like DevOps lead and engineers, IT managers, directors, CISOs, security officers, CTOs, VPs of engineering, or site reliability engineers. Well, not going through it in detail, running out of time here. But you see the pain points and what they need. We can easily provide this to you at a later point. And when we initiate communications of how we can do business together, we can generate, like, we will provide you the thought leadership, documentation, the information which you need to discuss with your customers if they are, if they, sorry, if they actually have those needs and pain points. But what we can see and what is important through all of them, they have basically the same kind of compliance drivers, right? And this is something which drives through the whole industry. Now, let's look in a short overview, like a high-level view about our licensing model. And what we think when it comes to licensing must be flexible, right? Because as I said before, in the end, it's the customer who needs to know what he needs and how he can consume it in the best way. So we offer our solution in a lifetime model for our endpoints per device, in a server for server per device, and when it comes to virtual environments per socket. Not only you can buy it in a lifetime model, but as mentioned before, let me repeat it here. When you decide for the Xopero Unified Protection, this is included in purchasing the Xopero Unified Protection unlimited amount of lifetime licenses. But not only that, we also offer a subscription model. So when it comes to endpoints per device, same server per device, virtual per socket. And here, additionally, we protect M365 in a per user model. When it comes to Git Protect, it's slightly different here. We have a subscription-based model on a monthly or yearly option. We have for GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, and Azure DevOps 2 different plans, like a team plan and an enterprise plan, depending on the needs, depending on the functionalities. And we we license here as per repository amount. And when it comes to Jira, we have one plan which is licensed, same as M365 per user. So, last but not least, let's have a short look at our channel program, which might be, and I hope so, interesting and makes you curious about future potential cooperation for the Polish or the Portuguese market, together with us, Whitehead. And yeah. So in a nutshell, what do we have? Sorry for the very wide slide. I hope you're not too flash, but yeah. So when we look at the most important is the discount levels for you as a potential partner, right? So when we speak about Xopero One and Git Protect licenses, first let me say, so we have 3 different partner levels, starting from authorized, going to gold, and then platinum partner. As you can see, for the authorized partner, new licenses, Git Protect or Xopero One start at 20%, already quite attractive, we think. Then it goes up, the gold partner, 27%, and highly competitive, probably even within market leading, 35% for the platinum partner. For Xopero Unified Protection, we have 20 and 20% for the authorized and gold partner and 25% for platinum partner. But let me tell you, Xopero Unified Protection contract values are naturally higher and is an easy sellable product because it's about ownership. I just had a discussion here today during the coffee break with some of you, a gentleman, and he said, yes, it's different. If you sell something haptical, if you sell something which is ownership, right? They own it. Yeah, we all heard about cloud and recurring costs and subscription models. Well, for some it's right, but for others it's Xopero Unified Protection. Okay, Last but not least, when it comes to renewals, we started an attractive 15%. I know renewal discounts always also interesting and important for channel partners because you want to keep your customers and you want to earn on them, right? Recurring revenue for you. We go to gold partner level 20% and highly attractive 25% for a platinum partner. The rest of the details, like the benefits, don't want to go too much in detail. As you can see, we do not differentiate much between here as we want to deliver the same service, especially in a new market like Portugal for us, to all our partners. Now, last but not least, the requirements for that. Main requirement obviously is a yearly sales goal, none for the authorized partner. It is 50,000 for a gold partner euro and 100,000 for a platinum partner. Might look a little bit high on the first glance, not sure, but let me tell you, selling 2-3 Xopero unified protections on a yearly basis or 1-2 contracts for Git Protect with upper mid-market or enterprise customer, easy cheesy. There you go. We reached this together. No worries. I see a red thingy here flashing up. So the details, the rest of it, I think I'm going to skip it. It's about sales certification, technical certifications, and obviously, if we initiate a cooperation together, we think it is always valuable and important to also show this and create visibility to the outer world. So our logo on the website, Xopero tab, like where you inform your customers about actually our solution, and the partner badge, obviously. So thank you very much. Obrigado for your attention. And well, I think we brought one more thing. Yes, we did. We thought about some special exclusive promo for the ESET Technology Alliance together with our trusted distributor, Whitehead. So if you register any project with us until end of this quarter, you will receive a 5% additional discount if this deal is close won until end of the year. Thank you very much. Once again, obrigado.